Are Atomic Mass Games about to reveal a new Star Wars game at the Mini Extravaganza? Well, maybe not, but I do think we might actually be getting quite close to a reveal. I'm actually thinking maybe it'll be Gen Con. But let's have a look at the Mini Extravaganza list and then wildly speculate about what we might see and why and when we might get a new Star Wars game. Now, I'm very awkwardly going to put myself in the middle of the screen so that we can have a full look at this. Now, we'll see on the opening ceremony, it's only half an hour from 9 AM till 9:30 AM, which I think is like 4 PM in the UK. It's a really awkward time for me. And the first instinct I have is that half an hour probably isn't long enough to, announce a new game. I don't necessarily think we're going to see that. I think we're going to get like teasers about the future, but I'll be surprised if they're like, we're going to announce our new game. I personally can't see it, but there's a reason that I think it's due, but we'll just speculate on this list at the minute. So they're going in from half an hour and then they're going to talk about the Hive of Scum and Villainy. That's probably going to be all of the reveals that we need for the mercenaries and the Shadow Collective and all that kind of stuff, right? That makes perfect sense. And then what else will be Star Wars Legion reveals? Well, there's one here, the Hobby Hangout Star Wars Ewoks. Well, we saw that the Ewoks were basically revealed at Star Wars Celebration, so we know Ewoks are coming, and the fact that they're doing a Hobby Hangout probably means they're not going to reveal any of the rules, or not very much of the rules. They're just going to talk about the miniatures and be painting the miniatures. There's also a Need for Speed Star Wars Legion hobbying. Not 100% sure what that will refer to actually, personally. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas there. And then the next one, which if you were going to talk about a future game, you could argue it would be here, is the Full of Surprises A Star Wars stream. That's on Saturday. Oh, that's on Saturday at 1 PM. Now, Full of Surprises, it generally relates to Luke Skywalker. I think he said it in one of the films. I can't remember exactly which one. And it's one of his command cards as well. Now, would you put your big reveal on the middle of a stream on Saturday? Probably not. You'd probably do it at the start. So what I suspect the Full of Surprises will be the future beyond Ewoks, maybe, or maybe it's just talking about Ewoks and what's coming in that kind of like similar way. It's hard to say. It's just wild speculation otherwise. So there's evidence that says it's probably not going to be a new Star Wars game, but we know that a new Star Wars game is being worked on, because when they took it over in November of 2020, they said, yeah, of course we've thought about new Star Wars games and we're probably going to release one at some point. Well, that was over a year and a half ago. Now, obviously games do take a long time to make, there's no denying that, but I think it's not unreasonable for us to be thinking at this point, well, we might actually start seeing news relatively soon. As I said, I think this Mini Extravaganza, there's nothing in that list that tells me it's actually going to be revealed here. However, I could be wrong. There is the opening ceremony. The opening ceremony just being half an hour. We'll see teasers of all kinds of things, I'm sure. And then the Saturday stream of the Full of Surprises, I can't imagine they're going to just be like dropping a new game reveal in the middle of a stream. That's like come after hobbying and stuff like that. That doesn't seem like the way you would drop the game. If you were going to announce a new game, you'd do it maybe like how the original Star Wars Legion was revealed, probably at something like Gen Con. Gen Con's in August. Then you will have had like AMG being nearly in control of the Star Wars license for nearly 2 years. So we could definitely see a world where maybe they announce the game in that time and they give like maybe a 6-month leeway before the release, very similar to Star Wars Legion. And the reason I actually think 2 years as opposed to like a longer period of time with maybe something like the Warhammer The Old World, it's very likely going to be a Star Wars Crisis Protocol style game where it's going to be like skirmish, bigger models and stuff like that. Like I can't imagine them doing a pod racing game, even though I would love it. I can't imagine them doing another space game, even though, it could be cool. So maybe some sort of like bar brawl or skirmish, or even something with just Jedis and Dark Lords and Sith Lords and all that kind of stuff would be pretty interesting. So I think it's too soon, but I just wanted to get the like taste buds flowing. I actually think it might be imminent in a sense, relatively so. It might be 6 months away, it might be 12 months away before we get a reveal, but I think there's reason to think it might be sort of relatively soon rather than later. If it's a skirmish game and the models are literally just like maybe you get 10 in the box or something like that, is it really that hard to get 10 models designed and like created? And the rule set was probably written like, well, it doesn't take 2 years to write a rule set, let's face it. So I think we might be getting close, but that's presuming they started work on it straight away, but they might not have done, and I could be completely off base. Either way, I think it's too early for the Mini Extravaganza, but we know we're going to get like Shadow Collective information and mercenaries. We know we're going to see Ewoks, and then there's going to probably be some teasers for Legion. Beyond that, I don't think we can expect the new game, but I don't know, I'm getting a bit excited for it because I'm feeling like it's not unreasonable that it's going to be relatively soon. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if I missed anything obvious in the Mini Extravaganza list. Have a most beautiful day. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.